Warner Brothers Animation has done some pretty good films. Some of them are pretty good, but they've been mostly a miss at the box office. And there's this one film they did years back, but this film didn't do as great, but still regarded as a cult classic. But I'm gonna prove to y'all how perfect this was. So here's my review of Cats Don't Dance. Bad Days, Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. So, greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name is Dual, better known to you as the Big D, and this time around I bring to you a review of the 1997 animated musical comedy flick Cats Don't Dance, released by Warner Brothers for Turner Feature Animation, directed by Mark Dindal in his feature directorial debut after he had recently worked on the effects for various films for Disney, as well as some of the last few movies done by Filmation. The film features the voices of Scott Bakula, Jasmine Guy, Matthew Herried, Ashley Peldon, John Rhys-Davies, Kathy Najimy, Don Knotts, Hal Holbrook, Belu Gerson in our final film role, Renee Auberjonois, Dindal himself, and George Kennedy. The film was released on March 26, 1997. The film's musical numbers were written by Randy Newman, who had just recently done the score for Pixar's breakout hit Toy Story, and then the following year he would work on A Bug's Life and other Disney Pixar films. It includes the contributions of the late great Gene Kelly as a choreographer before his death the previous year. It was his final film project and is dedicated in memory of him. It's also the only fully animated feature produced by Turner Feature Animation, which was merged during the post-production of the film into Warner Bros. Feature Animation after the merger between Time Warner and Turner Broadcasting System the previous year. This film unfortunately bombed at the box office despite getting good reviews, but was due to lack of promotion. But it has gained a cult following though. Anyway, in an alternate 1939, in a world where humans and anthropomorphic animals coexist, Danny, an optimistic cat from Kokomo, Indiana, travels to Hollywood in hopes of starting an acting career there. After meeting a young penguin named Pudge, Danny is selected by agent Farley Wink to feature in a film that is in production at Mammoth Pictures called Little Ark Angel, alongside Wink's secretary and beautiful yet cynical female white cat named Sawyer. Upon joining fellow animals Tilly the hippo, Cranston the goat, Francis the fish, and T.W. the tortoise, Danny is dismayed on learning how minor his role is and tries weaseling his way to more time in the spotlight. Danny unwittingly angers Darla Dimple, a popular yet spoiled child actress and star of the film. She promptly has her gigantic butler Max intimidate Danny against further attempts to enlarge his part. Danny learns from the studio's mascot, Wooly, the elephant, that human actors are normally given more important roles than animals, whereas animals themselves end up getting minor and often thankless roles to the point of having little to no leverage in show business. The next day, Danny reminds the other animals of their past aspirations by instigating a mass musical performance in an alleyway, which draws Darla's attention. Overhearing Danny's intention to make an appeal to Mammoth Pitcher's head, LB Mammoth, Darla invites Danny to her mansion and grants him and the animals full use of the Little Archangel stage on the day of a press conference held by Mammoth on the condition that Danny not reveal her involvement in this ostensibly charitable act. And Danny happily accepts the offer, unaware that Darla is secretly setting the animals up for failure to prevent them from stealing her spotlight. As the animals prepare their performance on the ark, Darla and Max create a catastrophic flood that washes through Hollywood, for which Mammoth blames and dismisses the animals. When the satisfied Darla arrives to thank Danny, he is admonished for his naivety and advised by Willie to return to Kokomo. Well, since this is a short film, well, I don't really try and spoil movies that bomb. I'll go ahead and go to the ending, the final act. Anyway, because I'm just about done with this. This is a short film. So I'll go ahead and give you 5 seconds to stop this video at once. Go to the description box below and fast forward to the time below as I start counting down now. If you have seen this movie, please continue. Okay, you've been warned. That night, Sawyer takes to heart Danny's attempts to keep the animal's dreams alive and tries catching him at the bus stop, but narrowly misses him. However, after a comment from the bus driver and seeing Pudge wander the streets, Danny stops the bus and secretly invites Sawyer, Willie, Tilly, Cranston, Francis, and TW to the Little Archangel premiere. After the screening and a battle with Max that sends Max flying away on a Darla Dimple balloon, Danny calls the audience's attention only to be mocked by Darla. However, Sawyer brings the others backstage to help Danny and Pudge. After Danny convinces them not to give up on their dreams no matter what the humans have said or done, the 8 animals put on a musical performance that entertains and impresses the viewers. Meanwhile, Darla's attempts to sabotage the performance drastically enhance it, bringing about a standing ovation upon its end. A frustrated Darla admits responsibility for the flood, inadvertently exposing herself to the public and Mammoth in the process. Darla tries hiding her true colors, but Pudge pulls a lever which causes her to fall down a trapdoor. Danny and Sawyer admit their feelings for each other, and the animals achieve their dreams for larger roles in the story. So, what did I think of Cats Don't Dance? Well, I've only seen bits and pieces of this film at first, but just more recently, I saw the film, decided to finally watch the film in its entirety. I will say it's kind of cute film and what have you, but it is pretty underrated and what have you. Now, as I said, this film bombed at the box office big time due to lack of promotion. It failed to only bring in 3.5 million against its $32 million budget. However, the film did get good reviews from the critics, with praise for its animation, the humor, characters, voice performances, and musical numbers, and over the years has gained a cult following. The film sits at 71% on Rotten Tomatoes, saying the film itself, Cats Don't Dance, but they should easily entertain all ages audiences thanks to some colorful animation, sharp humor, and a catchy soundtrack. I definitely do agree with them. I didn't even know that Randy Newman took part of this, but now I know. The animation for this is really good, and the humor is absolutely good too. Variety said it's decked out with sharp and colorful design work, some well drawn characters, and 6 snappy Randy Newman tunes. This first entry from Turn feature animation goes down very easily but lacks a hook. Roger Ebert wrote, "It is not compelling and it's not a breakthrough, but on its own terms works well. Where this will appeal to kids to is debatable. The story involves a time and a subject they're not much interested in, but the songs by Randy Newman are catchy, the look is bright, the spirits are high, and fans of Hollywood's golden age might find it engaging." And the Chicago Tribune noted the film would appeal more for adults than children, but provided a good moral lesson on prejudice. He further wrote the film has the sharp, which, well, this he is John Petrakis. Well, stated that the film has the sharp irreverence of Who Framed Roger Rabbit, and there are plenty of clever asides and witty one-liners, not to mention a few terrific supporting characters. Definitely, I really enjoyed that as well. So anyway, I must admit it was really something. Well, despite the film bombed, it still did well on physical media, and I've got to give it credit for what it had to offer. So, anywho, this was just so incredible. So, I liked Cats Don't Dance. It proved to be funnier than what I expected. I know I think we got in the video collection, but this is a film I never took the time to watch. I'd only seen bits and pieces of until I decided to give it a chance and watch the film in its entirety. Now, aside from the story and the music from and why now the score was composed by Steve Goldstein, which was really good. Now, the film's direction was done by Mark Dindal in his feature directorial debut. After this, he'd go on to direct The Emperor's New Groove and Chicken Little for Disney. And of course, he's currently about to give us the Garfield movie, which opens next week. So I'm impressed with that. So I hope for the best he does a good job on it. For our voice acting cast, we have Scott Bakula, who you mostly knew best from the original Quantum Leap, and he also played Captain Archer on Star Trek Enterprise, and more recently as Dwayne Pride on NCIS New Orleans. Voicing Sawyer is Jasmine Guy, who appeared in the film School Days and some of you might remember her as Whitley Gilbert Wayne from A Different World. She also appeared on Dead Like Me, The Vampire Diaries, and Grey's Anatomy. She did an exceptionally really good job. Natalie Cove provides her singing vocals. Now, not everybody provides singing vocals for their actual character. Matthew Herried voices Pudge, who I think was a very cute little character. Voicing Darla Dimple is child star Ashley Peldon, who was well known for being a character on a short-lived NBC sitcom called The Mommies. Don't recall that one. While Lindsay Ridgway provided her singing vocals. Kathy Najimy, who had recently done some numerous stuff, as well as like Hocus Pocus, and also lend her voice to King of the Hill, voices Tilly Hippo. I'm going to say that was a pretty good character. John Rhys-Davies voices Woolies. Who happens to be a parody of MGM's mascot Leo the Lion, as a matter of fact. Bailu Gerson voices Francis Albacore, a sarcastic fish, while Hal Holbrook voices the elderly cranky Cranston goat. Don Knotts, you know him best from the Andy Griffith Show and lots of other movies and TV shows, voices T.W. Turtle, while Rick Logan does his singing vocals. George Kennedy voices L.B. Mammoth. Very good character. He's a parody of Louis B. Mayer, one of the founders of MGM. If I am not mistaken, that's right, he sure is. Now, Rene Auberjonois, who I'm sorry if I keep mispronouncing that, who of course appeared on Benson and other TV shows. He was also on Star Trek Deep Space Nine, and he recently lent his voice to several cartoons and animated films. Voices Flanagan, the human film director of Little Archangel. And Mark Dindal, the director himself, voiced Max. And Farley Wink is voiced by voice god Frank Welker. So anyway, so you know the voice acting cast is pretty good. So overall, Cats Don't Dance, well, despite it bombed and what have you, this film is easily an underrated film in my book now. Now that I finally took the time to see it. So the characters are really good. The story's good. The soundtrack, songs, and score is pretty good. The direction's fine, what have you. So overall, Cats Don't Dance is good. But would I recommend it? I would say I give it a draw between sure, go ahead and or give this a one-time watch, just if you're curious. So that's all I'm going to say. So what did you think of Cats Don't Dance? Let me know in the comments section below. If you liked the video, click the like button, subscribe, and be a part of the Big D Nation. Continue to help support my channel, make it grow, and make the views grow. And we'll have another video coming up soon. So if you liked my review of Cats Don't Dance, you can check out my reviews for these other two Well, animated films from Warner Bros. Animation. Well, that Warner Bros. Did. The upper left-hand corner is my review of a film they did the next year in 1998, and that's Quest for Camelot, which that's also an underrated film if you catch my drift. Or you can go to the upper right-hand corner and see my review for a film that came out a year before this, well, almost a year, that being the original Space Jam. Or if you like maybe something different, check out this other film that kind of didn't do so well for them, even though it's now under license at another studio. Check out my review of Thumbelina in the bottom left hand corner. In the bottom right hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., then I'm your guy. Thank you for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying see ya.